You are the king. Every human being resembles a king. A king without minions, that is, because the need for minions is a devastating one, as it initiates a state of everlasting war. If you decide to go for being a king with commoners, how would you attract them? More so, how would you decide who has to become your minion? Whenever humans tried this approach, it was decided with the sword. Even in the most loyal minion lures slumbering the wish to become king himself, and rightly so, not the least because his mind is already twisted through his experience as a minion. He is most likely to try to dethrone his king and take his place. Dethronement very often comes at the price of one or more heads, either that of the falling king or those of the disloyal minions. This war of kings, deprived of minions, is a thing of the past. It belonged to the Dark Ages, you say? And yet this war has by no means come to an end. Only the battlefields have changed. It is no more the Normans fighting at Hastings in 1066, or the American colonists defeating the English crown at Yorktown in 1781. Now, the battlefield has reached every dinner table and classroom. The kingdom to protect is the one inside every one of us, and there is no mercy. The war starts out immediately after birth with questions like, are the diplomatic relations between the kingdoms regarded? Do your parents recognize your inner kingdom? Do the midwife respect your holiness? Or does she treat you as another minor object to be stored with the other noisy newcomers, away from the exhausted mothers needed for rest at the maternity clinic? The weapons to be used are those of authority. The mother will demand that her children listen at the table. Quiet, kids. Now your mother is talking. The teacher will demand that the students listen in the class. Quiet now. You can talk in the recess. Or when stopped by the police officer, he usually tries the same approach by stating, now I'm the one asking the questions and you are to answer. Here, most of us very soon understand that there is no such thing as diplomatic immunity. The inner kingdom is by no means regarded. To the contrary, if you wish to survive your earthly life, you have to forget about this stubborn idea and give in and understand that somebody else owns and controls your attention. You have the freedom of thought, but not when and where to think. In fact, in our democratic times of freedom, the one thing we are all deprived of is the right to control our own attention.